On this 2010 to 2015 Honda Civic with the 1.8 gas engine, P0532 points to the A/C pressure sensor circuit reading low. In plain terms, the PCM may be seeing the A/C pressure sensor signal lower than expected. The driver may notice the A/C not operating normally, or the code may show up during a scan with the system otherwise acting intermittent. The broad fault areas can include the A/C pressure sensor, its signal circuit, the sensor power or ground side, connector issues, or in the later part of the diagnostic path, PCM software or PCM substitution checks. Before chasing the circuit, start with the basic system checks and follow a structured diagnostic approach. Start by duplicating the complaint. Start the engine and let it idle. Turn the blower on, then turn the A/C switch on. With the HDS, watch A/C pressure sensor in the data list. If the reading is about 0.24 V or less, the failure is duplicated and you move into circuit isolation. If it is not about 0.24 V or less, treat it as intermittent for now. The system is okay at this time, so check for poor connections or loose terminals at the A/C pressure sensor and the ECM/PCM. If captured operating data is available for this code, try to reproduce the failure under those same conditions. If the low reading is duplicated, turn the ignition off. Disconnect the A/C pressure sensor 3P connector. Then turn the ignition back on and check A/C pressure sensor in the HDS data list again. If it still reads about 0.24 V or less with the sensor disconnected, the diagnostic path moves toward the PD sensor line short check. If it no longer reads about 0.24 V or less, move on and check the sensor power and ground reference at the connector. With the ignition on and the A/C pressure sensor 3P connector disconnected, measure voltage between the sensor connector No. 1 BLK wire and No. 3 RED wire. This is the SG6 to VCC6 check. You are looking for about 5.0 V. If about 5.0 V is present, the path supports replacing the A/C pressure sensor. If about 5.0 V is not present, continue to the VCC6 open wire check. For the VCC6 open check, turn the ignition off, jump the SCS line with the HDS, and disconnect PCM connector A, the 51P connector. With the A/C pressure sensor 3P connector still disconnected, check continuity between PCM connector and No. 30 RED and A/C pressure sensor connector No. 3 red. If there is no continuity, repair the open in the VCC6 wire between PCM-A30 and the A/C pressure sensor. If there is continuity, the VCC6 wire is okay. At that point, update the PCM if it does not have the latest software, or substitute a known good PCM. If P0532 goes away after the PCM update, troubleshooting is complete. If P0532 goes away with a substituted PCM, replace the original PCM. If the disconnected sensor check still showed the low data list value, go to the PD sensor short check. Turn the ignition off, jump the SCS line with the HDS, and disconnect PCM connector A, the 51P connector. With the A/C pressure sensor 3P connector disconnected, check continuity between A/C pressure sensor connector No. 2 LTGRN and body ground. If there is continuity, repair the short in the PD sensor wire between PCM-A27 and the A/C pressure sensor. If there is no continuity, the PD sensor wire is okay. Then update the PCM if it does not have the latest software, or substitute a known good PCM. If P0532 goes away after the PCM update, troubleshooting is complete. If P0532 goes away with a substituted PCM, replace the original PCM. Keep verification separate from the circuit tests. After the repair, update, or PCM substitution path is completed, verify the repair and confirm P0532 stays gone under the operating conditions that expose the fault. The takeaway is simple. Prove the low sensor signal first, split the path with the sensor disconnected, then check the VCC6 reference side or the PD sensor signal wire based on what the data list tells you. For more diagnostic training, visit stepdiagnostics.com.